Many founders believe that the perfect deck will win them funding. But the truth is, fundraising isn't about slides, it's about substance. Investors can spot looseness immediately. If your team structure feels shaky, your metrics are inconsistent, or your story is patchy, you'll lose the room before you even had a chance to pitch. On the other hand, when the fundamentals are tight, when the team has clear ownership, the numbers are consistent, and the story flows, investors lean in. The conversation moves from speculation to credibility. Investors don't care about fancy org charts or job titles. They care about execution. They want to see a team that can ship, iterate, and deliver. The strongest signal a founder can send is clarity of ownership. Every key function, product, growth, operations, finance, should have one accountable owner. Shared responsibility without clarity often leads to confusion and inaction. Two people in the same lane can slow everything down. In startup time, inaction is deadly. Even founders should split responsibilities at the edges. One may own acquisition, focusing on bringing in new users, while another owns activation and retention, making sure those users get value and stay engaged. This kind of clarity reduces friction, accelerates decisions, and builds trust. Investors also want to know why this team is uniquely positioned to solve this problem. That's founder market fit. It doesn't need a long bio, just one line that explains why you're the right people for this challenge. If gaps exist, say in enterprise sales or finance, you can borrow credibility from advisors who've proven themselves in those areas. Even the fundraising process itself should have a single owner, someone who manages calendars, follow-ups, and the data room. Fundraising is like sales. It requires focus and time boxing. If everyone owns it, no one owns it. Clear ownership tells investors your team is capable, disciplined, and ready to execute. If you can't measure progress, you can't sell it. Investors don't buy potential, they buy proof. And proof comes through metrics. Every founder should define a small set of core numbers. Write them down and make sure the whole team uses them consistently. That consistency signals discipline. Revenue should be reported cleanly. Recurring revenue only, no one-time bumps. Retention should be shown with cohorts, proving real engagement over time. Activation matters too. What's the first meaningful action a user takes that predicts long-term success? That number tells the story of your product's stickiness. Acquisition costs and payback periods must be clear. How much does it cost to get a customer, and how quickly do you make that money back? Churn must be defined precisely, whether by customer count or revenue. Every business model has its own key slope to prove. Software as a service companies lean on net new recurring revenue. Consumer products care about active users and retention. Marketplaces track GMV, take rate, and liquidity, how fast supply meets demand. B2B businesses should show conversion rates, sales cycle length, and win rates by segment. The key is simple. Every product change should tie back to a metric. One small tweak should show up in the numbers. That's how you prove you can pull levers that actually move the business. If you don't have cohorts yet, you're probably too early. If your definitions vary between team members, your story will feel muddled. Investors want clarity, consistency, and proof that the business is moving in the right direction. A great story doesn't feel like a pitch. It feels inevitable. It makes investors believe the company's success isn't just possible, it's bound to happen. That narrative usually comes together in 7 simple beats. The problem, why now, the mechanism, proof, the market, the moat, and the ask. Who feels the pain, and why is it solvable now? How does your solution work, and why will it keep working? What early proof shows it's real? Who's the first customer segment? What protects you from copycats? And finally, how much money do you need? What will it achieve, and over what time frame? The best companies have boiled this down to a single line. Figma calls itself a design tool built for teams in the browser. Wise promised fair money transfers at real exchange rates. DoorDash started with reliable food delivery in the suburbs. Notion became the all-in-one workspace for notes, tasks, and wikis. Each line felt obvious and defensible. On top of the story, investors need artifacts. A short metrics glossary keeps everyone aligned. A simple FAQ anticipates common questions. And a version 1 data room With your cap table, company docs, IP assignments, accounts, cohorts, pipeline data, and customer references shows you're ready. Missing pieces erode trust. Being organized builds it. A company is ready to raise when three things line up: the team, the metrics, and the story. Roles must be clearly owned, with no confusion about who does what. Metrics must be clean, consistent, and repeatable. Numbers you can defend across every meeting and document. The story should fit into one concise spine, no more than a few lines long, that covers the essentials without fluff. And the data room? It should be airtight, structured, complete, and easy to navigate. If investors have to chase down documents or ask the same question twice, confidence drops. Clarity and preparation signals control, discipline, and competence. When these elements click, fundraising conversations stop being about filling gaps and start being about potential. Investors respond to readiness. They respond to teams that are organized, consistent, and in control. At the end of the day, founders who nail team ownership, measure traction, and a story that feels inevitable lays the foundation for every successful raise. Fancy slides don't close rounds. Clarity does. When the fundamentals are tight, even a short teaser deck can get you into the room. When they're not, no amount of design polish can save you. A simple test is this: if an investor skims your story for 30 seconds, will they remember the essence? If not, you're not ready. Clarity first. Capital second. Get the basics right, and the fundraising process becomes faster, smoother, and far more likely to succeed. Thanks for watching. Please like the video, hit subscribe, and drop your thoughts in the comments.